Hello, everybody. This is Casey from Band-Aid Crusade, and welcome to Doki Literature Club. This was highly rated on Steam, and literally everybody was just roaring about it. But everybody's like, don't even post spoilers, just play it. So this looks like a visual novel, like something you'd see on Honey Pop, which I plan on playing. So I haven't seen much of this. I know that Jacksepticeye played the game. I watched 30 minutes of one thing. I think this is Sayori. This one had an American sounding name, so yeah, but enough of me talking. Let's just play this thing. Please enter your name. I think I'll just enter me. My nickname, Casey. And it's Casey with an I. There's no E. I just want to reassure that. Who's talking? Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That sounds like me. That girl is, yep, Sayori. Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh. She's breathing. I overslept again. She kind of sounds I imagine her sounding like Amy Rose from Sonic. She's got that kind of bow and pink hair look. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but that's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Casey. Well, if people are gonna stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Cheeky little bitch. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Casey, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really... Oh, I thought the bleh. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. That's gonna be a bad problem throughout this whole game. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Zoe likes to worry a bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. This person is me! Uh-huh. I was talking about how you were worried you weren't going to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy right now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. The heck is a NEET? Okay, hold on. I'm going to find out what the heck a NEET is. Okay, a NEET or a NEET is a young person who is not in education, employment, or training. Oh, okay. Rude little lass. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise that to you. Yay! She goes up and down. Why do I get myself lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm even surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. This looks like the class from... what was it, White Day? After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I think I might... If this were me in real life, I would probably join, like, a chess club. Just saying. Just saying. I guess I have no choice to start with the anime club. I want an anime club at my school. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I just saw you standing here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're almost worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Me? That face. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. That's because you don't freaking listen to her. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I cannot frickin' talk. Yeah. Bleh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Hold on, let me turn the volume up a little bit so you guys can hear it. This is some great music. Okay. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki. Okay, Natsuki. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul. Okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Bam! Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Huh, what voice do I give you? Okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Okay. Seriously? You bought a boy? Oh, I am a boy. Well, fuck. Way to kill the atmosphere. You look pretty. What do I call you? Ah, Casey. No, that's too much like Sayori. Ah, Casey, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns backward to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Casey. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we were to talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, sit down, Casey. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's a bit widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, I love little cats. The whiskers are drawn in with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Wait, she has like a little cat tooth right there. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Yeah. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Usually I just lick the icing off my cupcakes and eat the whole cupcake. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Nope. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Oh, Sana Nashime! Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. Tell me. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Okay, sorry, I had to get some food ready, and I might just have to pause this again to get that food done. I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the bait club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader!
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica really must have worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Casey, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. Me! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Fan! It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Sorry.
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
I like those too. I like those and what she said before. In fact, for a fun fact for all of you, I'm actually working on a story that I hope to one day make into a children's show like you'd see on Steven Universe. I hope to make that into a show for kids that you can watch on like Disney Channel or something. So just a fun fact for you all, just a fun fact. Anyway, back to this.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yes it is. I watch it happen every day on DeviantArt.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I saw a horror film once. It was called It by Stephen King. I think that was a Jacksepticeye joke. I read a horror book once. Yeah, it was called It by Stephen King. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. I want to make a Patrick Star joke, but I don't think that would be appropriate.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yep, I don't want to see a gutter clown ever. Who else does want to see a gutter clown? Nobody? Okay.
Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your palms. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Somebody make some Yuri fanfiction. Wait, is that why her name is Yuri? Did the developer know that people were gonna ship people in this? Okay.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes.
Why do you care? I think that's impressive. I actually really do. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
That is some good advice, actually. That is, really good advice.
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
I think that's the one reason I struggled in my creative writing class last year.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work. You could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone. ...
Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Casey?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What?
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. Oh yeah, we never officially said we were joining. I never said I would join this club. Sori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought.
Casey...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once again.
Casey, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Casey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home for school anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to look closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, now who to choose? If I'm gonna be honest, if I'm looking for like a partner, whether it be boy or girl, I kinda like what Yuri is going for, but at the same time I like a person like Natsuki. No, not Natsuki, Sayori. Blech. They get me both mixed up because they have pink hair. I would be fine with a person like Natsuki, but if she ends up being like a tsundere, then I really can't stand those people, like seriously. I'm not here to like bash anybody who likes tsunderes, but I just personally cannot fathom how you could sit there and just listen to a person be so whiny and so like saying like treating you bad. Like, let me make an example. Osana Najimi in Yandere Simulator. The way she keeps treating Senpai. She always keeps calling him a dummy. She always accuses him of being late. When in reality, it's like he's probably having some hard times. And she's been friends with him since... She's been friends with Senpai since is presumably childhood. And I can't understand that. So I think I will save it at here. And I will continue this in the next episode. So anyway, stay awesome out there. It's like, go get some lovely Christmas candy since it's that time of year. And like, just have fun. Just have fun. Go find a girlfriend. Go join a literature club. So anyway, stay awesome. Keep crusading. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.